Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I wanted to do a top 5 kind of video. Today I wanted to do my top 5 warm-toned makeup products. Now this is a video that I never thought that I would actually make because I have never really been into warm tones all that much, but that's also why I'm making this video, because I have suddenly just like really super been into warm tones and trying out warm tone makeup products and just really making that work. I have a couple of eyeshadow products, some lip products, and a blush. I was going to try and do like a top 10, but I could only really figure out 9 products, and a couple of them had been discontinued or were limited edition, and I didn't want to like annoy people with stuff that you can't get anymore. But hopefully maybe this will help you if you're not really into warm tones like I was and you're looking to give something a shot. So without further ado, I'll just get started. The first product is something that kind of started the entire warm tone craze for me, and I think for just about everybody in the beauty community. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I had originally gotten this because when I had seen the promo pictures for it, I had never seen anything quite like it. I had absolutely nothing like this in my collection, and I think I have a pretty like expansive collection of eyeshadows and makeup products. So to see something that was like this truly unique was very different from me, and I think that's kind of what started it all anyway. I think most people hadn't seen anything quite like this product. Now I love the Anastasia eyeshadow formula. I'm not as big a fan of the Subculture palette compared to this one, but I still think that one's really good, but that's, you know, a different story. But for me, I loved Anastasia shadows because I had the self-made palette, and I've talked about this before, but I have really oily lids, so just about anything will crease on me, and it's gotten a bit better as I found better eyeshadow primers, but still usually most eyeshadows will crease on me throughout the day. But Anastasia shadows are just that perfect combination of like pigmentedness without it being like super duper creamy, I guess. Like, I know creamy is a good thing, but like without it being so creamy that it creases and will get really oily really fast. Like, I love Urban Decay shadows, but if I feel as though if I don't do it just right, it will get really creasy, and I don't have that same problem with Anastasia. And I know a lot of people really like to go for like the more subtle end right here, but for me what really drew me in were like the bright pinks and reds and oranges and like the deep shades, and I love the amount of drama that you can get out of this palette. I love the fact that like I could take it with me and get like the really subtle looks from this end, or the really dramatic like red eyeshadow looks from that end. And it's also what has kind of sparked my like love for red eyeshadow specifically too, because I know a lot of people shy away from red eyeshadow because I know it can look, you know, like you're sick, but I personally really like that look. I know that just about everybody on the face of the earth owns this palette, but if you don't, I really do recommend getting it. The other eyeshadow palette is a drugstore palette, and it is the NYX Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. Now this is what I have on my eyes today with a little pop of purple in the middle, because I'm really loving the warm tone and purple combination right now. Like, I want the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, but I don't want to spend the money on it. So that's what this look is going for, but with other products. Anyway, I got this palette because when the Urban Decay Naked Heat released over the summer, I was just really interested in that, but unlike with the Anastasia palette, I really wasn't willing to shell out that amount of money for it. So I had seen on Instagram that this is basically a perfect dupe for the Naked Heat palette, and it's about $30 less. My main issue was I was still kind of on the fence about whether I liked warm tones on myself or not. Like, I love the Modern Renaissance, but I didn't know, you know, I was thinking like, well, that's just about all I need, right? Like, that's about all I would wear, but I thought it was very pretty, so I didn't want to spend too much money on it. So I got this with an Ulta coupon, and I had seen like Biohazardous Beauty's tutorials with like the NYX Ultimate palettes, and I really love the Halo Eye look that she did with the Ultimate Warms. So I got it and I started using it, and I find that it's very similar to the Modern Renaissance in that you can get like a very wide variety of looks. You can get some very like neutral looks with the ones on the top, which I don't really do because if you know me, you know that I do not do natural makeup. You can get like really dramatic red looks with the shadows on the bottom, and that's what I really love. And NYX has really upped their eyeshadow game, because I had like major problems with their eyeshadows in the past with creasing, because their shadows were generally very pigmented, like the singles, but they would crease like crazy no matter what I did to them. And with this palette, I don't have the same problem. I don't know how similar they are to the Anastasia formula, but I feel as though they have the very like similar effect where they're very pigmented, so you don't have to like keep on dipping in and out and in and out, but they're dry enough that it won't crease on you all the time. So if you're looking to try more warm neutrals, I really recommend getting this, because it is so much less expensive than most of the other warm neutral eyeshadows on the market, and it has such a wide variety in here, and the shadows I think are just as good quality as the higher end stuff. Now the blush that I wanted to include in this is the Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. This is what I have on my cheeks today, and I love how dramatic it looks during the winter. I like it both in the summer when I'm a bit more tan and in the winter when I'm a bit more pale, because during the summer I think that this is such a good blush that you can kind of like avoid using bronzer with it. I still use bronzer just because I like bronzer on myself, but if you want to do something that's kind of a blush and bronzer in one, this is really helpful. It's a really nice like glowy blush without it being super duper shimmery, and so it's very nice and warm toned, and it's something that I feel as though I can use with just about any look that isn't just like warm tone, because if I just use it as a blush and bronzer in one, that kind of cuts out one step for me, and it's just beautiful, and Milani just does very good blushes in general too. So now I have two lip products to show you. I'll go with the one that I'm wearing right now first, and that is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Lolita 2. To me, this is my absolutely perfect nude lipstick. I don't wear a lot of lighter nudes simply because it doesn't look very good on me, and it's kind of weird because I know like my skin tone is generally pretty good for lighter nudes, but my lips are so naturally pigmented that it looks really weird. And to me, this is my kind of your lips but better liquid lipstick. This is like the perfect shade for that. This is the kind of lipstick that even if it does like fade out a little when I'm eating and such, you can't tell all that much except for a difference in texture. And I just think that this is really good. I love the Kat Von D liquid lipstick formula. I know a lot of people find it really drying, but for me, I think it's very comfortable. What I do, I will put on lip balm before I start putting on my makeup, and then I'll do my foundation and everything like that. And when I'm doing my foundation, I'll put it over my lips a little bit to give it a better base, so that liquid lipsticks that might be a little bit more patchy usually they go on a lot smoother when you do that. And so I just apply this over top of it. I don't need a lip liner with this, which is really good, and I think that this is like the perfect warm tone shade. I like the original Lolita in addition to Lolita 2, but if I have to choose between the two of them, I'm definitely choosing this one. And the other lipstick that I wanted to talk about is the NYX Lip Lingerie in Seduction, and this is very kind of a similar shade to Lolita 2, but the formula is a little bit different. It's a bit lighter. This is what it looks like. I find that if you don't like the liquid suedes, you will like the lip lingeries, and if you don't like the lip lingeries, you will like the liquid suedes. So if you like the liquid suedes, this probably isn't the best formula. Long tangent over, but I am a big fan of this line of lipstick because I hate the liquid suedes. I like how the formula is very like whipped and moussey, so it's a bit more comfortable to wear than I think like the Kat Von D lipsticks. It feels a lot lighter on your lips. You do have to retouch it a little bit more, but it doesn't feel as heavy as a lot of other makeup products. And this is also a really nice kind of your lips but better sort of shade, that if you want like a good nude lipstick, this is a really good like peachy nude. And also I find that that entire line in general will have the perfect nude shade for your lips no matter what shade you are looking for, because that entire line is based off of like nude base colors, so whatever it is that you're looking for, you can find it there. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you on my next one. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!